inspectors try to do that too, and it was, you know, to try to determine which side is really making you the best, the most money. And at that time, because gambling was a bigger deal then. I mean, gambling is down a lot now, but back then, there used to be, you know, people would go from one side to the other a lot, so it was really hard to tell, because a lot of times you only have one person working. You know, one person can handle the bar, especially during the day. They're handling both sides anyway, so it's like, if you're in there, if you've got somebody working, one person is the only one working, and they're able to handle both sides, you know.
Can't split it.
And people are, you know, the product and the cleaning and the lights and the electric or the heat and all that, it's hard to try to break it down between which is to which side.
What does the gambling contribute?
It used to be about $10,000
Annual?
Mm-hmm.
But I think they found it all over town. It's reduced. I think it may be getting better, but it was pretty low all over town for gambling.
What do you guys think?
I don't think the city wants to be, or the people of the city want to be keep on paying for their losses.
Yeah, back in the 80s, we had a deal, an issue then too, you know, where we shut down the liquor store for a while, only a month or two, and they just kind of restructured. They looked at the whole thing then, and they restructured and just did things differently.
Did you change some of the accounting?
No, it was mostly personnel. Changed, because at that time we used to have 2 or 3 full-time people with benefits, and they went to only 1 full-time with a lot of part-timers, so you don't have to pay benefits. That was the fix back there, and back then in the 80s. And it was, you know, change of hours and change of operations and just restructuring the whole thing. But like Ted said, you can't, I don't know that you can just shut the doors. You need a plan, because you've got product and you've got employees and you've got the potential of paying unemployment if you let people go, because the way the city, we don't pay in unemployment on a quarterly basis like businesses do. We have to reimburse the state of Minnesota. Whatever they pay out for unemployment, the city has to pay that to the state. Totally have to reimburse the full amount. So that's an expense that we would need to look at, plus the product that you have to look at.
I'm assuming that if we closed the on sale, Diane would still run the off sale.
That would be, I guess, up to you as to how you'd want to do it.
Well, she's done a great job. I mean, this is not her fault. This is not her fault.
And she's making attempts to change things. Yep. I mean, it will be, I will say, it'll be interesting to see some November numbers. If that total sales can go up by about just a little bit, which historically it's been about $3,000 more, because the operating expenses aren't varying that much. She's gotten those honed down. I mean, even though it has varied by quarter, look back at the past 3 months and look at a couple of the changes that she's made, as far as potential income sources. It starts washing away a little bit of that loss. Is it going to wash away the year's worth of loss in 1 month? No.
We need
Can
to
it
have
get back to a zero sum at the end of the month? I think it could possibly be, finally see a zero at the end of November, which would be a huge accomplishment. But we still have to make some choices here as to where this thing is gonna go for the future long term.
We really need to be averaging about $7,000 or $8,000 more in sales every
Yeah.
month
Yeah.
in order to provide a $25,000 benefit in lieu of taxes
Yeah.
from this enterprise fund, right? Does that
Well, I-
match with your
I haven't,
estimates?
I
Ted?
haven't done that, I haven't looked.
Well, in lieu of taxes, the liquor store traditionally, or in the past, has given hundreds of thousands of dollars back to the community. And it's, it built up really good, profit base, and a lot of it was turned back to the water fund or the capital projects fund or the general fund. Just hasn't been able to do it lately, but it was a lot of money that they made for the city.
What's the council's pleasure?
I think it really comes down a little bit to whether or not the market has changed to the point where it may not come back, or understanding what changed about it so that we would know how to go after it. And like Kathy says, I think that does involve some sort of a plan. But
Well, if you
I
look
don't know
at
what you guys are thinking as far as a plan either.
the 2005 total sales were 577,000. 2009, they were 449,000. And year-to-date this year, they're 376,000, and the sales have been going $40,000 a month.
That's gonna put us at about 500,000 for the end of the year. Just shy,
Yeah,
my math is correct.
yeah. A little better than 2009.
Well, even with a good November and December, we're probably still gonna be looking at a $40,000 loss.
Correct?
Chances are.
Yeah, even with a very optimistic November and December.